Hello, everyone. Welcome today. I am Michelle Valenti with the American Parkinson Disease Association. Today is June the 22nd, 2022. So that is 622/22. Welcome today. If this is your first time with me, I am so glad you're joining me. And if it is a regular routine for you, I'm so glad you're back. Today is a level 2 standing class. You can have a chair nearby if you need it for support or balance, or maybe if you need to rest in it. We are going to be doing a big different kind of workout today. We're just going to be doing a lot of upper and lower body movements together. We're going to focus on big movements with our upper and lower body limbs. Okay. We are also going to do some planks with this video. Now, if you don't want to do planks, you can do them or on the floor. You can do them on a chair or on the wall, or you can just concentrate on doing maybe some side bends or something like that if you'd like to do that instead of the planks. Okay, so make sure that you have some water nearby and a lot of space around you. Other than that, we are ready to go, and I just want you to start with your feet right under your shoulders. Your knees and toes are pointed forward. Okay, now let's soften up those knees and bring those shoulders up and then back and then down. Lift them up, back, and down. One more time. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. Lift, back, and down. Lift, back, and down. A few more. Lift, back, and down. Lift, back, and down. One more time. And let's just roll the shoulders now. Nice smooth movement. Backwards first. Keep those knees soft. Okay, don't lock up those knees. Keep them just slightly bent. And now let's roll those shoulders forward and around. Take some deep breaths in and out. Just loosening up the back and shoulders to start here. Maybe our neck a little bit. All right, we're going to put our hands on our hips. Keep those knees soft. We're going to do a slight turn to the side, bending the waist and the hips. Back to the center and switch to the opposite side. Back to the center. Keep going. Switch back and forth. Keep doing these little turns. Okay, little turns, one side, center, and then the other side and center. Keep going. Couple more. Getting a nice little twist in our waist and our spine. Also our hips a little bit. Okay, I want you to just start marching in place. Okay, I want you to keep your feet right under your hips. And let's concentrate on getting each foot up off the floor the same amount. So you're lifting each foot up off the floor one at a time. You're making sure that your knees and toes are forward. If you have one side that does not like to work as hard as the other, that's what you're concentrating on, is lifting that one foot that likes to hang down a little bit further than the other one. Make sure you're working that just as hard. So concentrate. Watch your feet come up off the floor. Keep moving those feet. Now we're going to do the same thing with our arms. We're going to march. We're going to swing our arms too. So we're already working on those legs. All right, we're working on making sure both of them get up off the floor evenly. Now we're going to do the same thing with those arms. So the easiest way to do that is to make sure that your arms are coming up in front of your face so you can see them come up. All right, so if we're down here like this, we can't see them working as hard. We're going to make sure each hand comes up in front of our face so we can see that both of them are working hard. All right, just concentrate on that. Keep moving at your own pace. We're getting that whole body warmed up to go here. And let's slow that down. All right, we're going to take a big deep breath. Keep your knees slightly bent and raise those arms up overhead and stretch up to the ceiling. Big deep breath in. And then blow it out. You're going to bend at the waist, sweep that floor with your arms, and come all the way up and reach up tall again. Big deep breath. Now as you lean down and forward, make sure you keep your head over your heart, and all the way up and stretch. And back down again, sweep that floor, come up and stretch, big deep breath. One more time. Reach and stretch, and bring those arms down. All right. Now we're just going to warm up the core, the back a little bit more. So we're going to bend the knees. We're going to kind of do a little half squat. Reach forward with those arms real straight out in front. And then pull back, tilt your hips forward, and open the chest. Okay, so lean forward and stretch. Pull back, hips up. Reach and pull back. Reach and pull back. Keep going. Reach and pull back. So as you notice, when I pull back, I'm going to tilt my hips up a little bit and lean backwards. I'm stretching my spine here. Little baby back bends. Reach and pull. Two more. Reach and pull. Last one. Reach and pull. All right, let's take some steps out to the sides, just working on our lateral movement a little bit. So we're going to step to the side, touch our other foot down, step to the opposite side and touch. Step back and forth, just touch that other foot down. You don't have to place the whole thing on the floor. You can touch with your toe. Now let's work on getting a little wider with those steps, keeping our knees and toes forward. And now I'm just going to curl my arms every time I step. Just squeezing those arms, warming up our elbows a little bit more. You can squeeze those biceps. All right, let's keep that step touch. Okay, keep stepping and touching. We're going to open up our shoulders now. We're going to roll that shoulder back as you step to the side. Roll back. Kind of like a little backstroke here. Open up those arms and shoulders. This also opens the chest as we're bringing that arm back and around. Couple more. And last one on each side. All right, let's grab a drink. And we're going to go ahead and get started on our first exercise. All right, so this is a multiple movement here. We're going to be switching sides. You can just mirror me. So if I'm going to my left, you're going to go to your left as well. So we're going to take a big step out to the side, okay? And then when we come back in, we're going to lift that knee up high. So we're not just going to scoot it back in. We're going to reach out with that foot. Now we're going to bring the knee all the way up and back in. Step out to the side, lift and bring it back in. Now we're going to do that the opposite side. Step out, lift in. Other side. Step out, lift in. Step out, lift in. Step out, lift in. So really bring that knee up and around in a circle here. Concentrate on the legs first. We're going to add those arms. Step out, lift in. 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 Now we're going to add the arms. Step out, lift in. Step out, lift in. Out, in. So we're kind of mimicking our arms and our legs. Straight out, then up and in. Straight out, up and in. Keep going. Out and in. Out and in. Try to get those knees way up high. Lift out, in. Lift out, in. Lift out, in. Out, lift in. Out, lift in. One more time on each side. And last one. All right, that was a big one and a long one too because we added those arms back in. Okay, next up, we're going to do another multiple movement. We're going to start with a squat. I want to make sure that when you squat, your knees stay behind your toes, okay? So our feet are shoulder width apart. I'm going to bring my arms out in front. I'm going to come all the way up. Once I'm here, I'm going to do a butt kick. So heels come up to my rear end, all right? So it's a squat, up, butt kick, butt kick. Now I'm going to add those arms. So when I bring that heel up, I'm also going to push my arms up overhead. So it's like this. We're going to squat, up, butt kick, squat, up, butt kick, arms go up, squat, up, butt kick, squat, up, butt kick, keep going, squat, up, heel, squat, up, heel. So our knees stay down, our heels come up, heel, a couple more, squat, up, heel, squat, up, heel, and heel. All right, walk it out, get a quick drink. We are going to do those two exercises again. So while they're fresh in our mind, we're going to do those step outs with our arms and then a big rotation back in, lifting our leg and our arm. So we're switching back and forth, remember. So we're going to take a big step out to the side, also bringing that arm out. Now lift all the way in, okay? Big circle with your arm, big circle back in with your leg. Other side, out, lift in, out, lift in, out, lift in. Let's get real big here. Out, lift in as wide as you can, out, and then big lift in. Let's get big here. And in, out, and in, out, and in. Keep those knees and toes forward, and in, out, lift in, out, lift in, out, lift in. Keep going. Out, lift in, out, lift in, out, lift in. Keep going. Come on. Out, lift in. You got it. Out, lift in, out, lift in, out, lift in, out, lift in. We're almost there. Come on. In, one more on each side. And in, out, and in. Take a deep breath. That gets the heart rate up. All right. It's a good thing. And we're getting really big, long, big movements with our legs, with our hips, and our arms and shoulders. So nice big movement with that one. All right, now we're going to work on our leg strength. We're doing it all here. We're getting our quads, our glutes, our hamstrings, and even our calves when we do those heel raises or butt kicks, whatever you want to call them. But remember, with those butt kicks, we're not bringing our knee up. We're bringing our heels up. All right, heels up. So it's a squat, leg curl, pushing our arms up overhead. All right, let's start slow here. We're going to squat, up, butt kick, squat, up, heel up, squat, up, heel, and lift those arms. Squat, up, heel, squat, up, heel, squat, up. Get that heel way up, squat, up, heel, squat, up, heel, 2 more, squat, up, heel, and last one, up, heel. All right, walk it out. Get a quick drink if you want. Those were 2 really big moves, lots and lots of muscle used in that one, so your heart rate will go up. Take some deep breaths in and out. All right, we're going to do a little chest squeeze, no weights. And we're going to also work on our abductors, or our side of our legs, the side of our butt and our glutes, okay, and our hips. So our arms are going like this. I'm just going to show you the chest squeeze first. So I want you to concentrate on squeezing the chest muscles here. We have our arms out to the sides with a slight bend in our elbow. You can make a fist if you want. We're just going to take our fists, squeeze them right together in front of the chest, keeping our arms slightly bent, and then open up. So don't just bring your hands together. Squeeze your chest when you get there. Squeeze your chest. I want you to feel it right here. Squeeze. Okay. Now, as we squeeze in, we're lifting one leg up out to the side. Okay, side leg lifts. Working right here. Our hips and our glutes and the side of our legs. So it looks like this. We're going to squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Now, this is a lot of balance work. We're on one foot for a while. All right, so make sure that we're staying upright. We're not tilting. Let's go. Squeeze and lift. Now, when you lift that leg, the other leg, that knee needs to stay bent, right? Keep those knees slightly bent. We were trying not to tilt here, so we're trying to be upright, working on those sides of our legs. Keep squeezing that chest. Almost there. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Next exercise. All right. This one, we're going to work on our core a little bit. We're going to work on our spinal flexibility. We're going to do a double side bend and then reach up overhead. All right, so we need to start with our legs wide. Our toes and knees are forward. Our arms are down to the sides, okay? So we're going to reach with our fingertips towards the side of one knee and pulse here, okay? So we reach, come up and down. Now take that same arm, reach it up, back down, side, side, up and down, side, side, up and down. Now let's switch sides. Side, side, up, down, switch. Side, side, up and down, side, side. Reach up, stretch, and down. Side, side, stretch, and down. Side, side, stretch, and down. Little deeper, okay? See if you can bend a little further down the side of that leg. Now stretch and down. Side, side, reach, down. Side, side, reach, down. Again, side, side, reach and stretch, down. Get that arm as straight as you can up close to your ear. One more time on each side. Up and down, side, side, up and down. And if you weren't getting real deep, make sure you keep those legs spread apart. If we're doing it here, it's harder to get deeper without using your shoulders. We don't want to just bend our shoulders and our head. We want to bend at the waist. So our legs need to be out wide. All right, quick drink, and then we're going to do those 2 exercises again. So first, those side leg lifts. All right, it starts to burn here, but this is good. This is really, really good exercise. We need to do these all the time to keep our hips strong. Okay, our hips strong, our glutes strong. Those are really, really important. So remember, try not to tilt. All right, we want to stand upright, keep the knees slightly bent. We're going to squeeze that chest as we lift those legs out to the side. If you're having trouble with balance, maybe just keep your hands down and work on those hips and glutes. Okay? All right, ready? Our arms are slightly bent. Remember to squeeze the chest. Don't just lift the arms in. All right, let's start. Squeeze and lift. We don't go fast here because this is balancing as well. Squeeze and lift. Work on those hips. Work on those glutes. Your foot is kind of flexed, right? So our toe is forward. Notice how I'm keeping my knees slightly bent. That helps with my balance as I shift from one side to the other. Keep taking those deep breaths. All right, squeeze that chest a little tighter. Come on, we're almost done with this. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We have 5 more seconds. And done. Walk it out. Next up, we're going to do those side bends with a reach. So the second time around, we usually get this a little bit better, right? So let's make sure our feet are really wide. Okay, our knees are slightly bent. Arms are down to the sides. Keep the shoulders back. No, we're not tilting forward. We're going to take those fingertips. Remember, we're going to go down and pulse. Take that same hand now and reach up to the ceiling and stretch it out. All right? Then switch sides. So it's side, bend, and reach, and down. Side, pulse, reach, and down. Side, pulse, reach, and down. Side, pulse, reach, and down. Come on now, little deeper if you can. Reach and stretch, down. Make it big. Stretch that arm up and down. A little deeper down those sides. Reach and down. Side, pulse, reach and down. Side, pulse, reach and down. Come on, you can do this. Pulse, reach and down. Side, pulse, reach and down. Almost there. Let's do one more on each side. And down, side, pulse, reach and down. All right, I'm going to grab a quick drink. I'm getting warm now. We are going to start our next two exercises. All right, so we're going to work on some big steps forward and doing a one-armed breaststroke, okay? So I'm going to show you kind of from the side. We're going to stand with our feet shoulder-width apart. Knees are forward and toes are forward. It's really important to keep those knees and toes forward as we step forward and back. So here's what we're going to do with our arm and leg. We're going to take one step forward with our right arm and right arm and leg. Reach out in front, and as you step back, you're going to bring that arm back and around like you're doing a breaststroke, okay? And then switch sides. So it's forward and around, forward and around. Now watch my toes and knees. They stay forward. Don't twist as you come forward and back. Forward and around. Arms straight out. Forward and around. Forward and around. Now make that big. You're pushing that arm through the water. Through the water, one side at a time. See if you can step out a little further. Forward and around. Forward and around. You can do it. Come on. Real big now. Bigger steps forward if you can. Big arm out in front. Push that arm around through that water. Forward and around. Forward and around. Keep going. Come on, you can do it just a little longer. Forward and around. Forward and around. One more each. Forward and around. Forward and around. Whew. Walk it out. Okay, take some deep breaths. All right, we are going to start with some wide knee lifts. We're going to also add our shoulders. So we're going to start with our feet wider than our hips now. So normally when we do our knee lifts, they're in here right under our hips, but we're going to step out wider, okay? We're going to do some knee lifts here. It's going to really, once again, working those hips. So keep the knees soft. Let's just start with the legs. We're going to lift a knee up and back down. Don't bring it back under your hip. Keep it wide. Lift and down. So watch how my knee comes up to the center of my body and then back down wide again. All right? Lift, back down. Lift, down. Lift, down. Lift, down. Now we're just going to add those arms straight forward up. Lift, down. Lift, down. Keep those feet wide. Lift, down. Lift, down. This is really good for our balance. We're on one foot for a while. Keep those legs wide. Arms straight up with that knee. Lift, down. Lift, down. Remember to keep those knees slightly bent. Don't lock them up. Lift, down. Lift, down. Lift, down. Lift. Come on, I know it's hard. My heart is going up, my heart rate. Lift, down, lift, down, almost there. Down, lift, down, lift. And one more. Lift and down and walk it out. Great job. Woo, my heart rate got really good up there with that one. All right, I'm going to grab a quick drink. You might need one too. It's warm here in St. Louis. Okay, so we're going to do those two again. Starting with our big step forward with one leg, same arm breaststroke, okay? And I just got back from Florida, so I really needed these. I'm so glad to have been doing these breaststrokes with you guys because I was able to swim in the ocean, right? And I didn't get pulled under in the riptides. All right, so we're going to concentrate. Knees and toes stay forward as we step forward and back, right? We're not going to twist our knees in. You don't have to take real big steps, but let's not start twisting. Let's make sure we're forward and back. Add that chest, add that breaststroke. Ready? Forward and back and around. Forward and around. Make it big. Forward, around. Forward, around. Take as big a step as you can forward. Almost lunge if you can. If you can lunge down all the way, you can go for that. But let's make sure that we keep the toes and knees forward. And we don't want that knee to pop out in front of the toe. Come on, real big. Push that arm through the water. Look how big my arm is going around. Around. Make it big. Make sure you're breathing with these. No twisting those feet or knees. Couple more. And take a break. Take a big deep breath. Walk around a little bit if you want. All right, we're going to do those wide knee lifts. Okay, it's kind of awkward. I know you want to always put that foot back down right under your hip. But we're going to try to keep our feet wide. This is really good for our balance. Make sure our knees are always soft. Right? And we're just going to do an arm lift straight out in front. Not here. Big arm straight up with that knee. Back and forth. Okay? Let's take a big deep breath first. All right, we ready? Let's go. Let's lift those knees up. All right. Slow as you need to go, balancing. Shifting that weight. Try to get that leg up high and put it back out. Remember, it's out at least shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider. Arm comes as straight out in front as you can. Make it big. Make it real long. Those arms are long here. Almost done. Come on, 10 more seconds. You can do it. Keep breathing with each one. And done. Walk it out. Get a drink if you want. All right. So, next up, we are going to do our plank, and then we're going to do a walk into a jog, and we're going to do some turning, okay? So, if you want to do the plank on the floor, please go ahead and get down on the floor. Make sure that you can get up okay. All right, we're going to take our time here. I want to try to hold these planks for a minute. We're going to do 2 of them, all right? And let's just go ahead and do one in case you're on the floor and you don't want to have to get up and down twice. So we're going to do them back to back, but we're going to stretch in between. So you can do them on the floor or you can do them on a chair as well. So I will show you how to do it on a chair. The most important thing with the plank is that we keep our hands and elbows and our shoulders in a line, okay, straight. Because most of the time people want to go like this, okay? And watch how my hands are way out in front of my shoulders. So that puts a lot of pressure right here on the top of your shoulders. We want to distribute our weight straight down, not forward. So my hands are here and my elbows and shoulders are right over my hands. Okay, now you can step out as far away as you want. You can keep it up here. Maybe have a slight bend in your waist. That's okay. Suck your belly in. Ideally, we want to get as straight as we can. Okay? Now, if you still can't do it on a chair and you want to do it on the wall, you're going to do the same thing. Your hands, elbows, and shoulders are in a straight line. You're going to step way back and keep your body straight. Okay? As straight as you can. And the most important thing is we're working this area here and our back. So we want to make it tight. So you're going to pull it in and hold it tight. All right, I'm going to do this on a chair. We're going to take a little break and stretch wherever you are, either standing with if you are with a chair, you're going to stand and stretch. If you're on the floor, you're going to stay there and stretch, and we're going to do 2 of these. All right, so hands, elbows, shoulders all in a straight line, body straight. Let's start. Now, also, if you don't want to be on your hands, if that hurts your wrists, you can go to your elbows, okay? So you can be on your elbows. Once again, elbows and shoulders are in a straight line, not out here. Shoulders are over those elbows. So you can be on your elbows or you can be on your hands. Try to get your body as straight as you can. And you want to suck in that belly button. Pull it up and in. Pretend you're trying to take your belly button and touch your spine with it. All right, that's how far in I want you to hold that stomach. Pull it up and in, right where your belly button is. Take some deep breaths and make sure you're moving your head and neck around. All right, we're almost there. 10 more seconds. All right. We're going to walk in. If we're on the chair or the wall, we're going to stretch the same as on the floor. I just want you to step back, and I want you to do a child's pose. So you're just going to kind of push back into your hips, stretches the lower back. So on the chair, if you're on the floor, you're doing the same thing, stretching back into a child's pose. Okay, this stretches the lower back. Take some deep breaths in. All right, we're going to do our second plank. Once again, I'm going to do it on the chair, on my elbows. It's your choice where you want to do yours. Let's go ahead and get in a nice position here. Make sure those elbows are under our shoulders. If you're on your hands, once again, your elbows are still under your shoulders and over your hands as well. Let's go. Nice straight body. Make sure you squeeze that core tight. Okay, your belly button and your lower back, you're squeezing, making it nice and tight. And you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're also making sure we're not squeezing our neck too hard. We want to be able to move our head side to side or maybe around in a circle. It's also a distraction. Keep going. Keep pulling that belly button up and in. Keep taking those deep breaths. When you need to stop, if you need to stop before we're done, you go right ahead and stop. You're doing a great job today. We have 10 more seconds. All right, and once again, we're going to do that child's pose, either standing or on the floor. Stretching back. Kind of looks like a cat stretch, right? If you have cats, you know how they put their hands out in front, their paws out in front, and they stretch back like this. And that gets a nice stretch in that lower back. All right, we are going to finish up with a little bit of walking or jogging, okay? Totally up to you. But we're going to turn, and I want to make sure that you're moving during this. So we don't want to stop before we turn. I also want to make sure you don't get dizzy, so we're going to go slow to start. We're just going to march in place, okay? Now, it depends on, you can just turn with me. I'm just going to say side, back, side, front, okay? So when I say side, you're just going to keep marching and turn to one side. And you're going to keep marching. All right, you're not going to stop and turn. Now you're going to turn to the back. Keep marching. And then turn to the other side. Keep marching. Turn to the front. Face me again. Keep marching. Now, if you want to jog through this, you can. All right? You can take it to your own speed. I'm just going to keep marching. Now I'm going to turn to the other side again. And I'm going to turn to the back. Keep moving those feet. I'm going to turn to the other side. And turn back to the front. And slow it down. All right. Take a big deep breath in and out. You did it. Lots of different things in this one. My partner, Jen, would call this a, what does she say when it's just a bunch of different exercises? I think she calls it a mash pit or something like that. So most of the time, though, we're working on big movements. Sometimes we do just lower body. Sometimes we do upper body. When we do them together, that also increases your heart rate and your cardio goes up. So this is a little bit of everything. We even got some balance, some movement in there at the end, and of course our planks, which is always good to do. But now we're going to stretch. So either you can back yourself into the wall if you have one. You can hold on to a chair. But we're going to stretch our hamstrings and calves first. So we're going to bring one leg out in front. The other leg stays back, and that knee is bent. The front leg is as straight as you can get it. All right, bring your toe up towards you. Take your hand now and push that leg straight. We're going to lean forward and stretch that lower back as well. Keep it here, and if you want, you can reach down and over, fingertips to the opposite toes. That gets even a deeper stretch in that lower back. All right. Now we're going to plant both feet down. Stay here with one foot forward, one back. We're going to put our hands on our hips, and we're going to lean back. Okay, keeping our knee down, our back knee down, and tilt your hips up. So we're trying to stretch right here. That back leg, the back leg, but the front of that leg, our flexors here. Okay, that should feel good after all those big high knee lifts we did. All right, now we're going to turn and switch legs. So the other leg is out now in front, straight on your heel, and toe is pulled back towards you. We're going to lean forward, keeping that leg straight. The other leg is bent. I'm going to push that leg as straight as I can get it. And I'm going to take that other hand and reach down and over for those toes. Always when we bend forward, we want to keep our head above our heart. We don't want to get dizzy. So keeping your head up over your heart helps prevent that. All right, and come all the way up. Keep our legs both forward, our toes and knees forward. Bend both knees and lean back. We're stretching right here, the hip flexor, that back leg. All right. Now let's stretch our back and shoulders a little bit. So I'm just going to bring my feet out wide, keep my knees soft. Feel my nice balanced body here. I'm going to bring one arm across my body with the palm facing the back of the room. Then you bring your other palm up above your elbow on the back of that arm. Okay, like this. Now drop that arm down, drop the shoulder down, and take that hand and push your arm into your chest really hard. Push it all the way in until you feel the stretch right here. Keep it in there. Keep pushing and stretching that back and shoulder. Hold it there. Take some deep breaths. I want you to really feel that back and shoulder stretch. We're going to take our head and tilt to the side where our thumb is sticking up. Straight to the side, stretching down the side of the neck. Keep that arm in so you're also stretching your shoulder and your back. Take a big deep breath in and out. And shake out those arms. Good, let's do the other side. Same thing. Bring that arm across the body, and then remember your palm faces the back of the room. Other palm comes up right back here on the back of that arm. Drop that arm down. Give it a nice big push into your chest. Hold it there, feeling your back and your shoulders stretching. Big deep breath. As you breathe in, you're going to feel that stretch more, right? Because your lungs are expanding, you're going to keep pushing that arm in. Now tilt your head to the side where your thumb is. Keep taking those deep breaths. Good. And shake it out again. Loosen up those arms and shoulders. All right. We're going to take a deep breath now. Raise our arms up again over our head and stretch really tall. Reach for the ceiling over your head. Stretch out your torso. Now blow out that air. Bring your arms down to the sides and let your chin fall down to your chest. I just want you to feel that nice hang there, feeling the stretch down the back of the neck, the top of the shoulders. We're going to gently lift our chin up to the side, back down to the center, and lift it up to the other side. Back to the center, side, back down, and side. All right, bring your head up. Let's take one last big deep breath in and up. Stretch up to the ceiling really tall. Big inhale. And exhale, bring those arms down. And you are done for today. All right, so today, remember, is June the 22nd, 2022. So if you like these exercises, you can replay this same video on our website. You go to the PTA Greater St. Louis, okay? You Google that. It's right there for you to see. And on our homepage, we have a blue box that says, well, actually, I'm not sure if it's a blue box anymore. We've changed our website, but it's very clear, and it has virtual exercise classes. These are the ones we record on YouTube. It will take you to our page with lots and lots of different videos you can choose from. We have different things. We have level ones, we have Tai Chi, and we have some strength and cardio, some movement training. So check them all out, see which ones you like. Remember, you can always click on ones that you like and make your own playlist so that that one is available to you in your own playlist so you don't have to go looking for it every time. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Keep drinking your water. Till next time, I'm Michelle Valenti. See you next time. Bye-bye.